today, I will be discussing the etymology of the word pickle. The origins of the word pickle are somewhat vague. The history has been hard to trace because the word has gone through various semantic changes where linguistics are only pretty sure that the etymology is what it is described to be. With that being said, the word pickle has been traced back to the 1400s, where it meant spice sauce served with meat. A pickle in today's meaning is the brined cucumber, so why does it historically refer to only the sauce? The initial use of pickle is not entirely clear. There are three possible origins, either the Middle Dutch Pickle, the East Frisian Packel, or the Low German Pokel. It's most popularly believed to be the Middle Dutch version of Peckel, but all three of these words essentially meant the same thing as brine as a noun. A linguist, Klein, believes that the word pickle may have originated from a medieval Dutch fisherman who developed the process of preserving food in this brine, a medieval Dutch fisherman that would have had the surname of Pickle. So the noun pickle may potentially be an eponym. The verb pickling was derived from the noun pickle almost 150 years later after its initial use. The verb came about in the 1550s. However, pickle still did not mean what it is today. Pickle as a meaning of cucumber preserved in brine was only first recorded in 1707, 300 years after the word had first come to be. There are many metaphorical uses of pickle, such as in a pickle or sitting in a pickle, that came about 200 years before the common use of pickle. One of the most famous usages of pickle metaphorically is in Shakespeare's The Tempest. Shakespeare wrote, "I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last." Today this means that they were in a troublesome situation. But what if that's not what Shakespeare's particular intention of the word pickle meant? In The Tempest, King Alonso's butler Stefano and his jester Trinculo are washed up on an island, and Stefano has survived by clinging to a barrel of wine, and since landing on the island, the two of them have been continuously drinking and getting drunk. When they later meet up with the king, Alonso observes that Trinculo is feeling ripe. Where should they find his grand liquor that hath gilded him? He asks Trinculo, "How comest thou in this pickle?" Trinculo replies that "I've been in this pickle since I saw you last. I fear me I will never out my bones. I shall not fear fly blowing." Now to me that doesn't seem like Trinculo was in a troublesome situation necessarily. Apart from being on a stranded island, but him being on the island wasn't the problem there. Him being drunk was the problem. So what if he initially meant that in a pickle was inebriated or drunk? And there are other uses of the phrase in a pickle during the same time period to mean one was inebriated. The phrase sitting in the pickle was around in the 1560s, meaning one was inebriated, and there was specifically a very common Dutch phrase, del Pickle zitten, or zitten, which meant to exclaim that one was drunk or... So has this very popular idiom been misused for the past 500 years because of our inability to properly interpret Middle English? Probably. Another important note is the Google Ngram, where the usage of the word pickle peaked between 1700 and 1850. And during this time, pickle came to refer to a pickle.